Welcome to the Biomedics Risk video series. In this series, we'll guide you through the essential documentation requirements for medical device risk management, covering key standards like ISO 14971, ISO TR 24971, and FDA guidance. You'll get clear, practical insights on setting up risk files, policies, plans, procedures, and reports. Everything you need to build a strong, compliant risk management system. And remember, Biomedics is here to assist you with any risk management challenge. These videos are for educational purposes only. For regulatory decisions, consult your internal team, qualified experts, or the FDA directly.
Now that we've covered the basics of FMEA, let's explore how it fits into the broader regulatory landscape. ISO 14971 is the cornerstone standard for medical device risk management. It provides a structured framework for identifying hazards, evaluating risks, implementing controls, and monitoring effectiveness throughout the product lifecycle. But it doesn't mandate specific tools. Instead, it gives manufacturers the flexibility to select methods that best suit their device and development. One of the most widely used tools within this framework is FMEA. And for teams seeking detailed methodology, IEC 60812 offers formal guidance on how to conduct both FMEA and the more advanced FMECA. When it comes to medical device software, the application of FMEA is further supported by IEC 62304, the International Standard for Software Lifecycle Processes. From a regulatory standpoint, the FDA does not require FMEA, but it is frequently used to demonstrate that a company has performed thorough and traceable risk analysis. The FDA recognizes ISO 14971-2019 as a consensus standard, and using tools like FMEA under this framework can streamline your path to compliance. Other FDA-recognized standards that often complement FMEA include ISO 13485 for quality systems, IEC 6601-1 for electrical safety, and ISO TR 24971, which provides practical guidance on applying ISO 14971. Now, Andy is going to walk through examples of these principles to life as he presents two realistic examples: the FMEA risk matrix table in use for a fictitious infusion pump manufacturing firm monitoring risk.
Thanks, Rochelle. In this section, we'll walk through a sample design FMEA using a fictitious infusion pump product. I'll explain how each column was filled in and the logic behind it. Let's dive into the first row. Row 1. Deliver correct flow rate. The item or function is delivering the correct flow rate. The potential failure mode here is overinfusion, in other words, delivering too much drug. The potential effect of failure is serious patient overdose, which can lead to injury or even death. Because of this, we rated Severity or SEV as 10, the highest score. For class, we marked it as a critical or C failure. The potential cause is a software error in the pump's control algorithm. We gave it an Occurrence or OCC rating of 5, moderately likely. Current design controls include software verification and a dose-limiting feature on the prevention side, plus an alarm that detects high flow on the detection side. The detection or DDT rating is 4, meaning detection is possible but not perfect. Multiplying SEV, OCC, and DDT gives us an initial RPN of 200, a high priority risk. We recommended adding an independent hardware cutoff and improving software testing. The responsible team was the software lead in TA, with a target date of June 30, 2025. The actions taken included adding the cutoff circuit and expanding test coverage. After implementing these, we reassessed the risk. The SEV stayed at 10, but OCC dropped to 3 and DDT improved to 2, reducing the post-action RPN to just 60, a much safer outcome. Row 2. Detect occlusion. Next, the function is detecting occlusions. The failure mode is failure to detect the occlusion, which could interrupt drug delivery. The effect is therapy interruption, a moderate to severe event, so SEV is 8. We marked class as B. The cause is sensor malfunction or miscalibration. Occurrence was rated at 4. For design controls, we had a redundant sensor and a daily self-check routine. Detection scored 5, not very good. The initial RPN came to 160. The recommended actions were adding a real-time signal check and improving calibration. The hardware lead and TA were assigned with a due date of July 15, 2025. The actions taken were adding real-time diagnostics and recalibrating sensors. Post-action scores improved. SEV remained 8, OCC dropped to 2, DET improved to 3, lowering the RPN to 48. Now that we've walked through these examples, I'll hand things over to my esteemed colleague, Rochelle.
Thank you so much, Andy, for that clear and insightful walkthrough of the FMEA table. That was a fantastic breakdown, and I know our viewers will find it incredibly useful as they apply risk management tools in their own work. And to everyone watching, thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for more videos in our risk management series, where we'll continue exploring practical, regulatory-aligned strategies to strengthen your medical device development process. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for joining us to the Biomedics Risk video series. We hope these sessions have given you practical, actionable insights into risk documentation and compliance with requirements. Biomedics is here to assist you with any risk management challenge. These videos are for educational purposes only. For regulatory decisions, consult your internal team, qualified experts, or the FDA directly. Thanks again for watching.